Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, week 32, day 5. Of course, we've got two things that end up going on today, one of which we'll be going over, the other one we used up all of our battles on. But yeah, we got ourselves a new Mythic. The new Mythic's a little bit towards the underwhelming side, but we're still going to mess around with it a little bit this stream. And the other, of course, is the new faction, which is the more relevant thing. And that's for the Cinemirage, as far as what the faction is associated to. We used up all of our battles. However, we have not done level 500 Deathless or 500 Pure Faction, both of which we'll do tomorrow night around this time and get that done then. So that's pretty much the game plan, because then we'll have another 3 battles so that we don't have to go spend 200 gems. That's pretty much the game plan right there. And we'll cover a video on it very, very soon. But, of course, the other thing, Mythic. So we got ourselves Zilopochtli, or I think that's how you say it. It's a weird word. But, some kind of mythology thing. But, yeah, this thing ended up coming in through Strix. It's only available in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest for this week only. You have until Friday reset, or sorry, until Thursday reset, or, you know, the reset on Friday. You basically have till the end of Thursday or Friday reset, essentially. So I don't know why they still don't have a timer here. It makes no sense. But the timer would be 6 days, 6 hours, and 48 minutes is what the timer would be if it actually had a timer as of right now. But anyways, so let's go and start with that. So, of course, we had some teams from earlier. Probably messed with one of those initially, then get around to a couple dailies. But I believe this one ended up working out the best, oddly enough. The Purple Guild War, which you'd kind of expect. It is Wild Queen team after all. It's actually almost standard Wild Queen team, just built slightly differently. Has less mana generation, but higher impact. So it's built more so around that. And we're just using this for the lifesteal mostly. It's kind of like a mini Life and Death. It's not as good as Life and Death, but it's the closest weapon to Life and Death that isn't Life and Death. Oh, I should have taken yellow there, actually. I keep forgetting. We need that for the burst of mana. And also, of course, the Mythic ends up doing 12 damage per yellow that we take to a random enemy. The fact that it's random is a little bit annoying. I'd almost rather have Thief's trait, where it concentrates all the damage on one target. But it gets to do damage to an enemy, then it's boosted by purple. And then all that gets doubled if there's a storm. And since we're running Perpetual Yellow Storm right now, we are always having a storm. There's never not a storm when we're using this team. Do we not have alignment right now? That's really unfortunate. Oh, yes, we do have it on purple. That's like the worst color to get rid of, though, when we're using a pure purple team. But I think we'll be able to survive with it. So we can get another convert here. We still have something else that uses the color, so sure, why not? We'll go for that, repopulate the board, hopefully get it here. If we have any other extra turn, you're going to want to grab that first. And then we're going to want to steal his attack in case he doesn't die. And he does die. We'll grab that. Zilopochtli can now secure a kill if we so choose. However, I want a little bit of mana first. And then we could go secure our kill. So how much damage are we up to right now? I didn't actually check our base damage. We should have enough to kill this. Oh, should have killed hero. Normally in Guild Wars, you'd obviously check just to 100% make sure before you actually cast the ability. But we'll go for that. Didn't even get to do a skull spam. Luckily, the random 12 to end up hitting that, though, so we can go to that. And dead. There we go. Now, let me go double check how much damage he actually has his base damage right now when we're doing in PvP. So right here we're against a Zugov team. And that's a Life and Death team, though it's lower stats, so we're not going to fight it yet. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be around a 100 hit. So if they have over 100 durability, it's likely not going to one-shot. We can also just check it at any time and see. Of course, web makes it really hard for him to one-shot as well. So generally with this team, we're going to want to rush yellow. So any way that we can to try to get yellow is the best way forward. And then the secondary color we'd want are basically purple and green. And then everything else basically doesn't exist. We'll barely even touch it. So right here, we'll go for purple, get our life steal, and kind of go from there. The reason I'm taking purple here... Oh, I should take a red first, though. Is I'll bleed into the next one. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, Zugov, what are you doing? Okay, well, I'm going to do that to get double skull. Unfortunately, don't get the extra turn there. I think we're dead. We are frozen on yellow, too. Yeah, we're dead in this match. Zugov got us. Zugov into Hierophant, of all things. But it does have triple damage on burning. Hierophant is one of those really good triple on burning hero classes. It's one of the ones that is kind of interesting. I feel like it's really underestimated how good Hierophant is. It has Cleanse on extra turn, combined with what's it called? Combined with triple damage on burning. It is a really solid combo, and it's the only hero class in the game that has that combo. I feel like it's really underestimated for the most part. Very rarely see it, but it's still a great option if you do have it. The main reason you probably don't see it that often is there's a lot of hero classes to max, and I feel like that's one of the ones that gets neglected more towards the end of the upgrade cycle when people are going through and getting all the classes up. So here, I'm going to do this for red, mostly because I want to keep the yellow on the board even though we have yellow alignment. We're also frozen on it, so we're losing our turn anyways. So right here, we'll go and steal attack from the next one since the first one's entangled at the moment, and then we'll kind of go from there. But overall, Zilopochtli is pretty underwhelming from everything I've tried it with so far. As far as if you go for it or not, I would honestly say probably skip it for now. Because the other Mythic from this kingdom is better as well. The other Mythic is something you see me use pretty much every single day, if not every day, and that is Phoenicia. We're even running her for the early delves today as well. But yeah, Phoenicia is the other Mythic from this kingdom, and I would say is definitely better than the option that we have right here. So we'll go for this, get our little bit of attack steal there. I need to get something else in the kill range so we can kind of get things going. We're also finally unfrozen on green, so that's pretty huge. So let's go steal some attack from there. And since we're unfrozen, we can get a nice convert over here and kind of start poking them again. So right here, I'm actually going to go for my 12 skulls, so he'll get his 12 skull spam, which basically just kills him out. And we'll just go for the guaranteed skull, and he's dead. So a little bit of a shaky start there, but it came through. Will I be replacing my Guild War team with this? Probably not, but it's I still want to mess around with it, see what it can do. If nothing else, just for this weekend, since it is new. But overall, it does seem to be towards the lower half of Mythics, as far as Mythics are concerned. Though we're getting another 1,000 gold per day because of it. It reached, we were able to get Strix 15 star. Obviously, 1,000 gold per day is pretty minimal and not really helping us much. But hey, it's more gold than watching an ad. Haha! Shabana, Tuloka, and Stormcaller. Yeah, I was considering running it with Tuloka earlier. I didn't end up building a team around it. They both have the same mechanic. This one off of extra turn and the other one on yellow. And obviously this one is off of yellow. Honestly, I feel like Tuloka almost gets more overall damage by having it on extra turn rather than on yellow. And I know that extra turn was there, I just wasn't going for it. Because again, we don't get the extra damage on extra turn, only on yellow. I'll take that over. Unfortunately, we're entangled there. That's actually going to be a little bit annoying. And I don't believe we'll be able to drag anything into kill range. That's probably the biggest issue with this Mythic. Dragging things into kill range is very, very, very annoying. And you can't depend on your extra damage on your extra turn to consistently do that for you. I'll take this over. How do you not get full mana? That's problematic. But luckily he's entangled too, so we're both having to deal with this entangle right now. We could try stealing attack. I think we're going to wait till we got entangled there. Seems like it's never going to happen. Come on now. Come on. Well, if nothing else, it can't steal our attack. However, we also can't do anything. So we're not frozen on that, so we might as well grab it. You know what? I might as well just go for this. Get your attack down to 0. Even though we can't steal at least. Oh no, it just got unentangled. And now we're dead because he got unentangled. And oddly enough, one team that actually was pretty decent earlier, though we're up against Truffle right now, so that might be slightly different. Actually, this was the team that beat us similarly this morning when I was running it. Where was it? Cheap Zil. It's actually not bad running it with Mountain Crusher with Harpy, and then just running 2 options with it. Obviously, this the secondary option I did with this is a little bit towards the weaker side, Diviner. However, if nothing else, it helps us get all the yellows and everything. But, yeah, it's not that bad. We'll do some brown, get a brown storm, convert away the yellow whenever we can, which we currently do have, so we'll go for that on red. And then that goes right back to mana accumulation, and then we just keep cycling over and over again. And that's pretty much the game plan. And then ideally, our extra turns and everything else will bring something into kill range, like right now. Oh no, it has stealthy. Fail. I completely forgot that you could have used a hero with that. That has stealthy, of course. Fail. Let's see. I'll take that over for now. Get that rolling. Get the other thing over there. Luckily, that's in kill range now, so once we get full mana again, I can just go kill that, which is the game plan. Kill that out. Boom. And now that should die as well. Oh, pretty much we're good to go. It's only a 1 damage source, so it's a little bit sketchy in that regard. That is what kind of happened earlier. We did end up winning the battle, but we ever so barely won it when we were messing with the other thing. However, this is more of a safer win, it looks like right now. But Mountain Crusher, this team is almost more so Mountain Crusher plus that Harpy Mage than it is the Mythic. Just because almost anything ends up working with it as long as you can do some amount of damage. But it does technically work. I'll throw that down. And now we can just kill it with a yellow. Doesn't even matter where we do it. Boom, yellow kill. And there's a 12 damage killing it out. Oh, so I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. Let me go do that. Hello, everyone. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, Dan. Hello, Captain. Hello, Liz. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Army X-Tube. Hello, Drock Savage. I already said Drock Savage. Hello, Dan. Hello, Tyranny. Hello, Captain. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Max Berlin. Hello, Humberto. Since yesterday, it's already tomorrow here. Oh, gosh. Time zones. Hello, Morbarashi. Thanks for the team suggestion. Hello, Sam. Who else did we miss? And hello, Bill. Welcome, everyone. How are you lurking? We already started. You're not lurking. You're here. Let's see. Let's go try it against Beatrix. Okay. Can we get our mana? Yes, let's go get our manas. And let's go get some greens exploded. Actually, we'll do the brown. Never mind, I lied. Because we don't have a guarantee. Oh, we could have gone for brown or green. I guess we should have gone for that one. Because if we would land on green, that would have been a little bit better than brown. And we still would have had a chance for brown, even if it didn't. Didn't realize we had one that had both options. Let's see. We'll take the green for now. Hopefully have alignment on this. Doesn't even matter what color we convert away as long as we have alignment. Gosh. That's not a good board. But I'm still going for it. And then we explode. Let's try actually exploding on yellow. Alright, we got Zilopochtli. That should be enough to kill as well. And we can. So we'll go for that. Kill it out. Oh. Really? We were one gem off on the board to kill it. At least kill it with a 12 damage. Come on. Or explosion, I guess. Here, get our explode. Let's see. Oh, and of course he gets resummoned like immediately. Of course. Why would he do anything else? Let's see. We got all that mess. Grab ourselves a convert on something. Actually, we'll take that for now. Do we even bother with skull? Probably not. However, what other option do we really have? Oh wait, there we go. We have that. And we get a skull out of it. We'll go for that skull then. Okay, what do we need here? Let's go get ourselves a convert onto green. No, I kind of want to keep green on the board. Or do I? No, I lied. I'll take that. Explode on that. Okay, we need to poke that into kill range. So you know what? We're going to do this. Hopefully get a few yellows in there. Of course, it's hitting random enemies, making it really annoying to actually secure a kill. Beatrix will have stealthy, right? No. So it should be kill range, right? That is definitely kill range, so we'll kill Beatrix so it doesn't loop on us. And it looks like we ultimately win, kind of. I think he keeps summoning. So we're probably going to lose those summons, oddly enough. All the ways to lose to. Just a little bit of summon. Yeah, we're in one-shot range. Up, and it gets a cascade that kills. Really? What a way to lose. What a way to lose. Gosh, this Mythic is bad. Though I'm really looking forward to the next faction. We're apparently getting a bunch of dragons. Which automatically makes the faction amazing. Thank you for that, Cookie. Greatly appreciated. I always give Cookie honor. Actually, we can give Cookie gems now as well. Let's go give Cookie gems. We can do one up on that. We got gems today. So let's go give Cookie some gems. We'll give you a helpful. But we'll also pull out the gems today. Where's my gems? We bought this pack. I almost already used up all 3 of them. But where'd it go? That's not what I'm looking for. That's not the flashy thing I'm looking for. It's this. We end up buying this. It's 200 gems. And you get 1 orb of clans, which is worth about 135 gems. And 3 guildmate gifts, which are worth 25 gems each. Which is technically a positive gain of 10 gems, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around there, 10, 15. So I figured I'd do it. 75 goes to guildmates. However, let's go give Cookie some gems. Because we can now. I'll save the last one for a special occasion. But we gave the other one to Azala for all the help with the guild. And we'll give the other one to Cookie then. And we'll see where we use the other one in a bit. I don't want to use all of them immediately. It seems like we are. Once we get another one, we can use them a little bit less conservatively. But I already used up 2 within the first day. Yeah, how do I do this again? It's weird that you can't do it on the profile of someone in your guild. So you have to go to guild. You have to go to guild again. You have to go to roster. You have to then find their name on the roster. Where's Cookie on this? Cookie, where are you? There. And then we give it a gift. And there you go. There is your guildmate gift. Enjoy. And now you should have 25 gems in your little mail thingy. And we have one more to give out later. But yeah, I'll be buying that probably every single time I see it, just so I can give my guildmates stuff. It's not the absolute best offer, but it's not a bad offer. I like almost never use my purple orbs, though. I just have like a massive accumulation of them. As you can see if we go over this page. Actually, we have over 100,000 seals in orbs just sitting there. We have 181 small ones. And we have 44 bigger ones just hoarded over there. I haven't bothered using. I don't think I've ever used a single one. Maybe I used one on this account. That's like it. And the only reason I even used that one was just to show us using it. More so than anything. Rather than actually using it because we need to use it. Anyways. But yeah, we haven't ran out of seals for like forever. We're currently at 167,000 seals. I can't even remember the last time I've used seals. We had to for like one mythic because we burned through all the gem keys and burned through all the glory keys. But we haven't burned through all the keys for a while. Also, we're also slowly accumulating so many VIP keys that we're almost going to be able to just throw that for a mythic. We're eventually going to have so many VIP keys that we can just throw our stack of VIP keys to get the mythic. VIP keys do have a 1% chance per key to have a mythic in it. So pretty solid chance. It technically has the highest rate of mythic of any key in the game relative to the amount of gems you would spend on it. So whenever I see a offer that says, hey, you can get 3 VIP keys for like 10 gems cheaper, I'm actually going to do that every single time. Mostly because those are really, really solid for getting mythics. And then once we have like a big stack of them, we could just use them to try to get a mythic, throwing them down at 10 at a time. And that's another benefit of buying the keys. Normally when you don't have any VIP keys and you just have to go and buy the options, you have a 1 option, a 10 option, and a 50 option. If you buy the 1 or 10 option, you will be Excuse me. You'll be penalized for buying a smaller amount. If you buy it and do them one at a time all the way at 50, you will only get, no problem, Cookie, but you will only get one, it'll cost 50 gems each time if you do it one at a time. However, there is no penalty to using VIP keys 1 at a time or 10 at a time if you have a bulk of them. Like if you already have the keys, you do not get penalized any gems for doing so. So it's actually a really good idea if you have access to the VIP things, whenever you see VIP keys, to actually buy it every single time you see it. Because it'll allow you to individually use VIP keys, which gets rid of like the only bad thing that VIP keys have. The biggest issue with VIP keys, and the main reason I feel like most people don't do it, other than the really high initial cost, so that also helps with that. But the other reason is mostly because of how they get used. You can only do 1, 10, and 50. And if you don't do 50, you get penalized with 1 or 10's lower gem rate. And sometimes 50 is just too many keys to open, and you would probably have already gotten the mythic on a prior key, given how high the chance is. But if you buy all the individual keys off of offers and things that you keep getting slowly over time, and off of Adventure Board has a small chance for them, you can use these 1 at a time and have no penalty, or 10 at a time and have no penalty. So that's going to be an interesting aspect, which I haven't ever done for VIP keys before, because we've never had like a stack of VIP keys. That's not generally something in the past that you were able to actually get a stack of. However, in the current state of the game, there's enough methods that we could have like a 50 stack of VIP keys that we could open 1 at a time or 10 at a time, probably in another few months. Obviously, that's a while from now, but yeah, we will get it eventually. And they are cheaper than if we were to buy it in 50 bulk, which is kind of cool. Anyways, where were we? Let's actually go run through some dailies real quick. Go to those. Let me get right off of that, get in there. And let's go clear these out real quick. That's not what I wanted. Go into there, go into there. Also, we got green deeds today, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Also, after we finish out these dailies real quick, we'll go and hand out code. We handed out 2 codes this morning. And next Gems of War stream after this one. We're not doing a morning one tomorrow. But tomorrow night, around this time, we'll be doing Pure Faction. We'll be doing level 500 Deathless, and we'll be doing Pure Faction for the faction. What level of Hall of Guardians do we have? We maxed it. We actually maxed it without potions, too. It is one of, I believe, only 2 or 3 factions that we've done without potions. It's one of the harder ones to do without potions. But we were able to still get it done. It's probably the hardest faction I will ever do without potions. Or ever have done. I think the absolute hardest to do without potions would probably be something like Sea of Sorrows. That are one of the really, really luck-based ones. And Sea of Sorrows I'll be getting done with potions in 2 weeks from now. Next week is Crypt, and then the following week is Sea of Sorrows. And then we will finally have every faction in the game to 2,500. So no longer will we have to throw like massive amount of gems on all these other side factions like we've been doing pretty much all year. We'll still need to do it for new factions, of course. But we won't have to do it for any already existing faction anymore. I don't feel like daily deals are excessively good. There's a few offers that are, but a good majority of them are not. You make a top 10 video. The top 10 video might include the VIP ones as well, because half the viable ones are under VIP. Maybe even slightly more than half. Also, VIP has an interesting property where even if you don't get a VIP exclusive task, which it seems to not do on occasion, it seems like it gives a discount. Like if your VIP slot gives you one that isn't a VIP exclusive one, it gives, I think, a 25% discount, it seems, from what I could tell. But yeah, the few of the viable ones I can think of off the top of my head is the one pet copy for 50 gems with some white pet food. The 3 copy version of that, if and only if you need the pet. In the first instance, it's worth it regardless of if you need the pet. The other one that's more expensive, it's only worth it if you need the pet. Other things that are good are potentially the one guard token for 100 gems. Isn't that bad? The key one that has like gem keys and event keys is only good if and only if you still need event keys. If you do, it's a really good way to get event keys. Because the gem value on it, I believe, is one of the highest positive gem gains of any offer. I think it has like a 35 gem gain positivity, or maybe even more than that. However, it's only extremely positive if and only if you need event keys. And a lot of people later in the game that can actually afford those packs are at the point where they don't need event keys necessarily. Another one that's pretty good was the one that we bought today. It has a positive gem gain, and it's currently the only way without money to get those gifts that you give to your guild, which I like having. It's also particularly useful since we're a guild leader, so that we can give it out to our members. Otherwise, they cost like almost $1 each to buy if you were to get it in a pack. Though slightly cheaper if you spend 20 bucks. But that's been like the first way to get them for free, or with in-game currency. I wish I would add the pet thing to that as well. The thing that forces a pet to show up for your guild. That'd been kind of cool if they would have added it. I'm kind of surprised they didn't for some amount of gems. I guess they wouldn't know exactly how to price it or something. I'm not sure. One Imperial Deed. I'm not sure if one Imperial Deed is worth it for 500 gems. It might be. It might actually be. If you compare it to how many writs it requires, theoretically, doesn't a Imperial cost 1,000 writs? So theoretically, you can look at it as a Imperial is 1,000 writs. And if you look at it that way, I guess it's worth it. Because you're paying, what? You're paying 1 gem per 2 writs. Essentially. Another way to look at that is you're basically getting 10 deeds for 500. Compared to the offer that's 2 deeds for 300. So theoretically, if you look at it like that from a writ value, yeah, it actually is more decent than every single one of the 2 other offers. The ones that give you 2 deeds. Actually, even the writs themselves have a better better value theoretically if you break it down into writs than the ones that give 2 deeds. Because the one that costs 2 deeds is worth 200 writs, but it costs 300. But the 150 writs that gives you the actual writs that can be crafted into anything, currently purple deeds, and then maybe eventually Imperials, costs 200. So if you break that down relative to the 1 Imperial, it's actually not that bad. Because if you upscale it, that's 75 to that's 475. So that's 475 if you were to mass buy it to try to get an Imperial, whereas 1 Imperial is 1,000 writs. So I guess it's theoretically worth it for 1 Imperial. However, oh no, 1 single Imperial deed, that is so expensive still. But if you really need the Imperials and you want to max out more kingdoms, Yeah, I guess it could potentially be worth it. It's just such a gem sink for like a small resource like that. Well, maybe we need to go start farming more gems than normal. Gotta go bring out that treasure hunt. Let's go treasure hunting. No, I will do one map real quick just for fun though. But have fun. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. No, treasure hunt's fun as long as you don't like overly spam it. But the problem is if you want to get good gem rates, you gotta overly spam it. The main thing I hate about treasure hunt is playing it legitimately gives you a lot less resources. You basically have to just spam it like crazy, like we are right now, to get the maximum amount of resources. Doing anything else doesn't actually really help. Let's see. So what we're aiming for here is as many green chests as possible without making them into red chests. This will maximize the amount of gems that we end up getting from doing this. So we basically just want to keep getting green chests and ignore everything else and try ending it as quickly as we can. We're actually not looking to keep this going. We're actually looking to get force end it as quickly as we possibly can, and to simply get as many chests along the way that we can end up scavenging, and just go from there. That's pretty much the whole game plan of this game mode. And as you can see, it ends. However, we should get like 1 or 2 or 3 gems here, and as you can see, we got 3 gems. And you just rinse and repeat that until you have all the gems you ever want. Obviously, it's a bit tedious, but hey, it adds up. Also, hey, this is about how long one ad takes, approximately. And look at the loot we got. Should we go take the ad today just for fun, just to see what it gives? I feel tempted. I'll do it after dungeon. Don't I still have a dungeon battle left? Oh no, I did all my dungeons. Let's go hand out a code while we go watch an ad for the game. Let me go do it. I just want to see, just for giggles, what we get. I want to see if we get 100 gold again. After this week, I'll probably never touch the ads again. But let's go give out a redeem code while we're watching an ad. Why is this taking so long to load? Can you please function, phone? Thank you. Oh, I misinput my PIN, apparently. How on earth did I do that? I think that's the first time ever I've misinputted the PIN. Large fingers, apparently. Where's Gems of War? Let's see. Go to there. Go to Gems of Wool. Why are you hiding from me? Gems of War. Phone's being so slow right now. Anyways, let me start getting the code while we're waiting to watch the pointless ad. So let's see which one gives better loot. So you can redeem this within probably under 30 seconds. So here you guys go. Here's the code. The other one we handed out earlier. And put that right over there. Put that right over there. Paste. Refresh. Put this over here so you guys can go copy paste it. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Servers have failed. I know, because I'm on the mobile version. I understand you don't like 2 instances of the game being open at once. Okay, let's go see what useless thing we get from the ad. I'm not going to bother showing it. You don't need another ad. But actually, I lied. Here, have an ad. Let's go make some YouTube monies. I'm not sure if everyone will see it or not. Yeah, it's another thing trying to advertise more free-to-play games to try to get you addicted to them. I honestly haven't seen Gems of War as much of like a mobile-esque game, though it has been kind of shifting more towards it as of recently, obviously, like the last few years. But the first few years of the game, it didn't even like seem like a mobile game at all. It has increasingly been starting to pick up some instances of it, though. That's not that bad compared to other ones. Like, you can easily play without ever spending money. A lot of free-to-play mobile games you cannot. Like, you can really healthily play without it. We got 400 gold! Oh no, we're making the big bank right now. 400 gold! Amazing. What are we gonna do? Definitely don't want to spend it all in one place at once. Code didn't show in chat? Wait, why didn't it post? I clicked on it twice. Fail. Let me go do that. 1 second. Why didn't it go? Did I not click paste properly? 1 moment. Oh, we got 400 gold from the thing. Anyways, here you guys go. It should get rid of the connection issue now. And we got 400 more gold than before. But there you guys go. There's the code. And it should be underneath our mail. And as you can see right over here, instead of watching the ad, we can go for 200 souls, 2,500 gold, 2 treasure maps, and 1 gem key. I do hope they buff ads, though. They are laughably bad right now. But anyways, there you guys go. Enjoy. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code's found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over there in bottom left. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with HR. And gives the same loot as always, which you just claimed. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. That loot looks so small, yet compared to other things now, it's starting to look bigger and bigger. And yeah, that gem key can have the Mythic in it. You never know. It's probably one of the other reasons why it doesn't seem like we ever get someone in the chat getting the Mythic. Because a lot of people hoard all their keys for when a Mythic's actually going to drop people. So they don't always open it immediately. And even right now, a lot of people won't open it immediately because the current Mythic is so bad. Anyways, so we did all the dailies we need to do at the moment. We did faction to as far as we can do it. Dungeons are done. The other thing is done. So I think I might just go farm a little bit of explore here then. We've obviously been pretty low on gold. So I want to go and fix that. Starting to repair it slowly, obviously, but we'll go repair it a little bit more. I think I want to do it with hero class grinding, so I think we're going to actually do... I know, restart game. Gosh, it's not even worth it for just the connection issue that you end up having once you try doing that. But, now it's trying to say Zilopochtli. Oh, here's some text for it. I don't think we've ever saw this text here earlier. Zilopochtli is the strict lord of death. At the end of every day, he slays the phoenix to bring the dark night. He will use purple gems to boost the strength of his attack against an enemy, dealing double damage if there is a storm active. If the enemy dies, he will scatter their bones across the board. And cool, a little bit of dialogue for them. I didn't realize I actually had extra dialogue for it. And exclusive Mythic to chest this week. It doesn't actually say which chest, though. It's Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest. And clicking continue goes nowhere. Good job. It doesn't even bring you to, like, the chest menu or the other page, like this page right here. Oh, where does this one go to if you click Learn More? That one goes to the right location. That one goes to there. Anyways, so. Where were we? Let's go run, let's run a quick kill PvP. And run it with, I don't know, we could either do the Phoenicia version or the Rowan version. Actually, we'll do it to try to get the Obelisk up a little bit. Though it's, I believe, the last Red Storm hero class we have left, though. Which is required to make this specific team work. But we'll go with this, why not? We've been using the Phoenicia a lot today. But the main reason for that is she's the other mythic from this kingdom. So there's 2 mythic for the Suncrest kingdom now. There is Zilopochtli, and there is Phoenicia. Phoenicia is the much, much, much better version. Phoenicia is not like the absolute greatest of troops, but she is a great utility troop. Whereas the other troop just doesn't really come out at all. The new mythic that came out today. That's 2 whole diamonds. Only 0.05% of a mythic. When are we doing Pure Faction? Tomorrow. I don't have enough sigils left to do it today, so we're doing it tomorrow night. I ran out of sigils this morning. We were 1 Valraven short of being able to do it. And instead of spending an additional 200 gems, especially with how many things are we can spend gems on these days, I instead end up opting for just doing the doing it up to all of our battles. So instead of wasting 200 gems, we'll just do it tomorrow night. That's the game plan for it right now. Oh yeah, everyone keeps saying earlier that the next mythic's going to be insane. Let me go look at it. I didn't look at it earlier this morning, but I will go look at it now. Hey, it was gaining another level. Here's the faction thingy. What am I looking for? I'm looking for oh gosh, what's it called? If I could type. Gosh, I cannot type right now. I have the mic in a somewhat weird spot right now. Just making it hard to type. There we go. Okay. So, it's great for talking into. Not as great for typing. Let's see. Because I have the laptop further back than I normally do. So I'm like stretching over to like type to it. Or at least my hands anyways. What am I looking for? Troops. So the art for next faction is amazing. It's likely associated with Dragon's Claw, but it doesn't have a thingy for it yet. It's probably my favorite one from it. But yeah, we got a Shadow Dragon. We got some Corrupted Dragon Eggs. We got ourselves... This is the next faction. The one coming out about a month from now. We got some kind of Undead Flame Dragon. And where is the 4th one? And then we have... where's the 4th one? And then we have this other Undead Dragon thing. But yeah, we got some pretty cool options. This one by far is my favorite. And it's a legend from it too. So it's going to be pretty cool. We have no clue what it does yet. But we'll have to wait and see. It's coming in about a month. Probably in a few weeks we'll see data on it, if not sooner. Okay, next mythic. Where are you? Where are you hiding? Where's the Mythic? There it is. Okay, so next Mythic. Let's go and read through its card thingy. Let me go make it a little bit bigger than that so it's not so small. Let's see. Okay. The Lord of Slaughter. This is going to be a Mythic for Wild Plains. It's a War Gear construct. A construct, really? That's a weird combination. What makes him a construct? I guess he's kind of like an abomination, but then wouldn't he be more undead than War Gear? I'm not sure. But anyways, so he has Flail of Doom. Create 6 brown gems. Then convert all... Oh, gosh, to Doom Skulls. And then inflict 1 to 2 bleeds. And 1 to 2 death marks on random enemies. Interesting. That reminds me a lot of... what's his name? Of Green Slime. When Green Slime was meta. Green Slime at one point was meta. Creates, I think, 5 green or 6 green. And then converts them all to purple. At one point, that was pretty meta. Because it would almost always land with the kind of teams that were in the game. Also, gem spawning was a lot better then. But yeah, that's still pretty solid. Create for 6 brown. It's kind of like a Shegra. That's the troop I was going to mention. Shegra, but way more insane. Shegra creates like 5 or 6 red and then converts all red to to normal skulls. And this does the same thing, but to Doom Skulls. And that's quite a bit more relevant because the amount of board clear you would get would basically go and clear out everything. And, oh wait, what's his final trait? So he has 25% score reduction. He has Song of Dooms, which summons a Doomstorm at start of battle. Oh gosh, that's the first troop that has it. Hero class has it, but it's the first troop to actually have it on it. And Savage Strike has a 100% chance to ignore armor with Skull. Oh gosh. So he doesn't have like an auto enrage, but he has a ignore armor. I wonder if that means agile as well. We'll have to test that because it specifically says armor. So that's not as good if it doesn't ignore agile. But if that ignores both skull reduction and agile, that could have potential. Have him in first slot and just never need to worry about it. Though he could be stunned, of course. I don't know. I don't feel like that's the greatest of traits. If it was something that created more skulls, that would have probably been a bit better. Because I'm not sure if you'd want to use this in first slot. But I guess you could. I don't feel like he gets that much value out of it. Especially if it doesn't work on agile and stuff. But we'll have to test it and see. Oh, wait. Never mind. Is it ignore armor in the sense that it ignores the armor stat? Oh, gosh. If that's the case, he's the most overpowered thing in the entire game. They brought back 100% true damage, if so. Never mind. If that's the case... Wait, let me see the wording on on how it's currently in the game. Hold up. Hold up. What's the wording on... Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're right. That's the most broken troop in the game again. Do you guys remember when version 2.0 patch happened? Was anyone still around then? If anyone remembers 2.0 patch, you'll know why he's broken beyond belief. That's going to be fun, though. I was kind of hoping they would eventually release a troop like this, and they did. He can still be hard countered by stun, and he can still be hard countered by the thing, by entangle. He's not immune to either. 75% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. 100% chance to... Yep. It's the same wording. That's what he does. Never mind, he's broken. Nice. Yeah, next Mythic's going to be very good. Please don't nerf it. I've been wanting this back for a while. Gosh, that's going to be really nostalgic. We haven't had this mechanic for 2 or 3 years. I think 3 years, actually. 2.0, it was patched soon after 2.0. What ended up happening is 2.0 was the first patch that had traits. And obviously the balance for them wasn't the greatest. And one of the traits that was on a lot of common troops too. Some commons were like the strongest troops in the game because they had it. And it was easy to get them quickly since trait stones were just really new. So no one had trait stones yet. But it had 100% chance to do true damage. A lot of commons had it. A lot of troops in general had it. But the best ones were actually commons. Like at one point, the glaive, that one green archer thing, which is a useless common in any other circumstance, was actually the strongest troop in the entire game. Because it had 20% dodge, which I believe it was actually removed from it just because it was so strong with it in combination with it, and 100% chance to do true damage. At one point, was the strongest troop in the entire game, as laughable as that may sound. But yeah, we finally have 100% true damage back. That is going to be interesting, especially with how much Doom Skull damage he has, because those Doom Skulls do hit through too. So if he's getting like 50 additional damage on Doom Skulls, that's 50 additional damage right to HP. That's going to be nice. Yeah, it is kind of comparable to Web Spinner. But the main difference is Web Spinner doesn't create skulls. This creates skulls. Which is the biggest difference there. And he gets some extra benefit on top of it as well. All this extra stuff doesn't even matter that he has. But it's nice because you might randomly get a kill if you fall behind. But yeah, he's going to be good. I'm not sure if he'll be best mythic in game. But he might actually be top 5 or top 10. The only big issue I see with him is he might have a slow start. I don't believe either of his 2 fields have a 50%. Does Wargear have 50%? I don't believe it does. Construct definitely doesn't. And I don't believe Wargear has a 50% start, does it? Let me go double check. Let's see. What's the wording for it again? No, there's no 50% for it. You'd be able to tell by changing this word. But no, there's not a 50% for Wargear. I didn't think so. So there's no way he can start with 50. He would have to start with 20%. Which would get him rolling a bit slower. However, you could use... What color was he again? You could always use a different colored skull spam. But yeah, you could use a different colored skull spam behind him. Or the 2 really quick convert and power ones. Maybe we'll have to mess around with it and see. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. And not to mention, he starts with Skullstorm too. Or Doom Skullstorm specifically. Which gives a little bit less skulls, but they're Doom Skulls when they come out. So, yeah, that has potential to be one of the best mythics in the game. We'll have to see how it pans out. They better not nerf it. They'll actually finally add a fun troop for once. That's actually not a useless mythic. But yeah, that's going to be like meta changing. It's going to increase the amount of entangle you see by a lot. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone just carries a random stuff anymore or always use a hero class that has entangle at the start of battle. Though, of course, you could always counter that by using a cleanse on that team. You could use Apothecary with that, right? No, he doesn't use Brown. You can't use Apothecary. What would you use for the cleanse for this? You can't use Mercy. What's the best cleanser for him? I'm trying to think. You can't even use Diviner, which is even 100%. What is his cleanse option? There's something that would have to go for it. Is there any cleanse that feeds into his mana? I need to look that up later. I don't recall one that works for that coloration. So it might be a little bit clunkier to cleanse him. Because a lot of cleansers don't synergize with his colors. Even though he's almost guaranteed going to need a cleanser on the team. Just because of how many teams will try to probably hard counter it into the meta. Anyways, where were we? Let's go back to farming low-level PvP. Hey, I was actually clicking at the right location for once. That's what I wanted to go back to. Right over here. Oh, yeah, Queen Beatrix. Wait, Queen Beatrix uses green-blue, though. It's the same color overlap. Yeah, you can use Truffle to mana accumulate for it. And just use him as a skull converter for the team. Kind of use him how you normally use the doomed weapon. Instead of using hero. Or even with hero if you want to. Queen Bee shares the same colors as him, doesn't it, though? I thought Queen Bee was green-blue. If Queen Bee is green-blue, it has full mana conflict with the Mythic. Because the whole point of having Cleanse is to have him in first slot. Because you don't need Cleanse if you're not putting him in first slot. The Cleanse is not required. If the only time you would need Cleanse for him is if he's specifically in first slot. If nothing else, we could always use that one Divine Troop. That one green-yellow that cleanses all allies with Empower for only 6 mana. It's not the greatest of options, but it's a really quick cleanse. And has auto extra turn. And given that you're doing rush methods, it'll be really nice. And also from the explosions from your initial hit will basically just get her right back up. So that might actually be the best cleanse for it, oddly enough. That one rare troop from Bounty Hunter might end up being the best option for it. What are we doing right now? We're hero class farming while simultaneously gaining gold at a better rate than if we were to be doing other forms of hero class farming. That's what we're currently doing. So basically we're farming casual PvP at 1 trophy. So I'm actually going to dodge fire bombs, oddly enough, for these really low stat teams. What teams am I running right now? For what? You mean like literally right now, or for what game mode are you referring to? But for what we're doing right now, it's Withering Staff, Phoenicia, Leprechaun into Mirage Queen. And the basic premise with this is Mirage Queen half mana starts arc Phoenicia. You then immediately get it up with Leprechaun off Empower. And then she one-shots based on the double damage that she gets whenever there's a Red Storm. And we get Red Storm off a hero. And then we're leveling that hero. I think it's the last Red Storm hero class I don't have max though. So eventually we won't be able to use this team more. Oh, we still got a ways to go. We're still 18 levels away on Dabalist. And I think we're 12 levels away on Doomsayer. Who knows, maybe they'll both get upgraded at the same time. We're getting there. Oh yeah, Divinia would work. It does have red conflict, but it's not blocked on yellow. It would also help give it HP so it doesn't die. But I think I might go with the quick method, just because it has Empower. We'll see. Because the biggest issue is going to be all the hero classes that run with Entangle at the start of battle. So we have that one that has Empower with a really easy way to get it back up. It'll be really nice since we don't need to worry about the Entangle, since we can immediately remove it. Also gets rid of Freeze in case that becomes a factor. Would Guard's Avatar be good for that team? What team? The team I'm using right now or the team with the Mythic, new Mythic? For the new Mythic, no. I don't think you'd be able to use Guard's Avatar with it. For quick killing stuff, kind of. You can use Sir Gawain to get half mana start. And then kind of do a similar team where you rush its mana up and then go for one big hit. It doesn't have as large of a hit range without a buff, though, compared to Phoenicia. Because our Guard's Avatar normally needs a buff to be viable. And unless you're just running him because you have no other color option that you're allowed to run at a given area. Yeah, we already looked up the next Mythic that's coming out. It has a lot of skull spam. Has 100% true damage being reintroduced in the game after like 3 years. Actually, at this point, it might almost be 3.5 years. It's been ages since we had that mechanic. It was really strong, but they finally decided to add it back in, which I've been hoping for a while. It was a really fun mechanic. A little bit towards the stronger side, obviously. But I guess the power creep has hit enough where it's like, okay, we could add this now as long as it's on a Mythic. That's what they're doing. But yeah, his ability is what all the meta troops had in 2.0 patch. Now we'll finally have it back again. At least on one troop, obviously. And it's a Mythic, so it might be a little harder to obtain. There'll still be hard counters for him, though. Not to mention there's no 50% mana start for him currently, which is probably going to be his biggest liability. Because he's going to have the same slow kind of start that all Mythics have. And it'll be hard countered by something like Cockatrice. Because not only does it get an Entangle on it, but also mana drains it so it can't do its skull spam. Which basically disables it on its two most important aspects. Getting a quick cast off, and getting not being entangled. Also, I feel like it's going to be really bad for defend. Even though offensively it'll be pretty good. I don't know. Maybe defensively it could be used. I feel like if you're using him in first slot, though, which you generally would be if you were using him defensively, he's going to have such a high mana cost while blocking half your manas that I'm not sure if it would actually be worth it or not. It's kind of like Web Spinner. However, the thing with Web Spinner is you can't really do much damage if you're entangled with Web Spinner. If you're entangled with this thing, you'll still be hitting pretty solid. Like, you can still one-shot while entangled. Which is probably going to be the other really interesting thing about this Mythic. Even if you entangle it, it can still one-shot. Does Web Spinner's mana cost matter? slightly, in the sense that if you want to loop for a little bit of damage, you would kind of want to get it up. Its mana cost is in an area where it doesn't really block too much, though. And once you get its mana, you tend to not cast its ability in most situations, in most team builds. It's because it's not really that viable, too. Let's see. Keith, I'm not quite sure what your question is. 2 questions. Code you put before. You don't know how to use it. You go to gemsofwar.com. You go to the redeem code section. And then you put in your invite code and redeem code. The redeem code is that right over there, the random numbers and letters. And your invite code is found in your settings menu in the bottom left corner. And that's how you end up using it. It might be used up by now, though. But that's where you find those 2 things. And the second is, what happens if you join for money? You mean it's cheap, but just a question. Oh, the join button below the stream? Oh, it's, it basically is kind of like, if you've ever watched on Twitch, it's basically like what a subscription there does, for the most part. It basically just gives you a couple emojis to use, and it gives you a little icon next to your name. Doesn't really do much, but it's just like a small little thing to help support the channel. But I believe it's all these emojis. We got our big hello and the soon TM, the other heart, and then just the dragon that we use on the channel. But those emojis. Most people mostly just use the hello and soon TM and the heart. I'm not sure if people really use the dragon head that much. Some people do. I still been meaning to add another one. We actually have enough people joined that we can actually add another one. I just don't really have another one made. I will eventually be getting them commissioned to get like proper ones eventually. However, I don't know, I kind of like having the hello. Even though it uses up 3 slots. It's fun to have. The big hello. Let's see. We'll go for that. Actually, do we even have anyone here who is in join? I don't see any in chat. We have a moderator thingy. Let's see. And some people might have unjoined because, of course, it is pandemic right now, so money is tighter for quite a few people. Let's see. We'll go and throw that down. Oh, there's one. Drock Savage. Yeah, that's what the little thingy looks like. And it changes color as you go higher. It starts up as epic with the purple, and then goes blue, and then goes, or sorry, then goes orange, then goes blue. And then no one has it yet because we haven't had it for long enough implemented. But then it goes into a bronze thing of the version of the thing below over to the right over there. And then it becomes the silver one, which looks like the exact one below the stream right now. Or, you know, below the actual interface of the game. And then it goes to a gold one. Kind of like, it's basically going from epic to legendary to mythic, and then to bronze level, silver level, and gold level. For the, kind of like how the game is. Like, this is the gold level thing. And of course you have bronze and silver in the game as well. For the max level thingy. So I just kind of did it based on that color scheme. Yeah, $2 is not that bad for it. I made it pretty much as cheap as I possibly could. You theoretically could have made it for $1. But, $2 seemed reasonable. Obviously, I could have made it $5 or something. Most people do, but I figured I'd make it like half cheaper than most other people's. On Twitch, you have to set it to $5, but on YouTube, you have a lot more flexibility with what you can set it to. Let's see. We'll go for that one. Oh, so hello, Drock Savage. What team did you just mention? Let me know. Let's see. Yeah, the new Mythic without cast is weaker than Web Spinner, potentially. The main value where it would gain value, though, is off the Doomstorm that it has. Also, thank you, Keith. It's greatly appreciated for the join. Thank you a ton. Definitely helps out. Hey, I forgot how many people we have right now in join. I think we have about 15. I think at 20 we get another emote. So we would then be able to get 2 more emotes rather than just 1. Which I need to go do something for. Oh gosh, $2 USD converts like 15 in your currency. Yeah, that could be a problem sometimes. Currency exchanges. Let's see. We'll go for that. And whenever anyone even donates me euros, I normally just keep it in euros because how annoying it is to convert US dollars to euros with the exchange rate is just like burning money. So whenever I get donated euros, it's like the one currency I actually keep the currency in because euros is worth more than US dollars, and converting it back and forth is just pricey. But every other currency I just convert over to US dollar. Although I believe if you do it through that little join thing, it might actually convert every currency to US dollar. I don't think YouTube has an option for it. My donation link has an option for it, where I literally get to tell what if I keep it as the currency or if I convert it over to US dollar. I get to do that for like every individual one. I don't think YouTube does. I think it just forces it all to US dollar. And if it does have an option for it, I haven't seen it. Let's see. We'll go for that for now. Anyways, get our nice little poke down and kill that out. So hello, Zex. Welcome. Hope you've been doing well. What do we need over here? And if anyone's still any other questions, let me know, because we'll probably be wrapping up pretty soon. Also, I've been wondering if I will actually end up enabling super chats or not. The only reason I've kind of been skeptical to super chats is YouTube takes 30% of super chat, which I don't know. I just find that to be so pricey. Them taking 30% out of it, because my donation link takes 0%. The only thing that it takes is the PayPal transfer fee, but literally anything, if I was to transfer it over to PayPal, would take the PayPal transfer fee. So it's essentially 0% taken away. But super chat takes away 30%. What is super chat? You might have seen it if you ever see some other YouTube streams. Basically, you can like donate money as you normally would to like any kind of donation thing. And what it does is it makes a like highlighted comment all the way at the top of the stream. Kind of like how you see the member thing all above right now. You see how it has like a little loading bar that's like going down? Pretend that's a comment, and that's basically what a super chat is. It has like a little timer based on how much money was donated, and has basically a timer that stays there with whatever was chatted within the super chat that costs money. And then I get 70% of whatever was the amount. If it was only 10%, I'd probably consider it. 30% just seems steep for what it is. I'm not sure if YouTube will ever change it. Let's see. I'll take that for now. And then we'll go for that. Drock Savage, what team were you mentioning? Could you mention the actual troops? What was it? It was Essence of Evil, the Wild Queen, Zillow, and Leprechaun. Sure, we can go test it. Why not? We'll go do it in a real PvP battle. Yeah, let me go get that. I didn't see it because it was all initials, so I kind of read over it. But let me go build a team out of that. Let me go get Tribute. And let's go build a team. Let me do it against a real team. There we go. There's a real team. Okay. What do we get rid of here? Let's do it off of class high because that's not anything right now. That was just the guards avatar team we were using for the Thursday event. Okay, what was the team again? It was Essence of Evil, which is always a great weapon. Essence of Evil, the Wild Queen. Wild Queen, of course, pretty meta still. And she's available in Soulforge right now as well. Honestly, of the three, I'd probably say she's overall best in Soulforge right now. She's becoming exceptionally meta ever since she got buffed a year ago with more gem spawn. Zillow, because now she doesn't miss nearly as much, which was her biggest problem before. And Leprechaun, that's really green heavy, though it is pure green for Guild War Day. Okay, and we'll change banner to something green related, probably a green purple it looks like. So we'll go for that. What good green purple do we have? Probably that one, +2 purple, +1 green. And we have the other green off of Leprechaun for +2 purple, +2 green total. And class, we'll probably just stick with Titan so we can tank. Yeah, let's see what this can do. And we'll go mess with this in PvP. See what it can do. Hello, Lochnar! Welcome! Okay, let's go explode. Oh, I should have probably taken the purples off the bat. Whoops. Didn't see those there. Let him take a skull there. We have barrier, so he's not going to do any damage. So he does that instead. Luckily, he missed. So we can just go get a wild queen going. Is anything in kill range? No. So let's go steal attack from you because you're probably going to live. Or not. We'll go through an Essence of Evil on you because you're the most annoying thing that can potentially kill us. Plus it gets rid of your enrage. Plus it kills you. We'll go for a wild... This actually does seem pretty solid. We'll go for that. Kill that out. Dead. Definitely seems solid. Yeah, let me go do normal PvP. So we actually get better thing for it. I'll just go and get rid of this. Archer's better. It'd be less safe, but it would kill quicker, yes. So we could go for the Archer switch. It would also start us with Yellow Storm. I mean, Green Storm, I mean. Instead of Yellow Storm. What are we even getting Yellow Storm from? I think that might have been something on his team that counteracted us. But yeah, we'd have Green Storm at the start of battle if we used Archer. Not Perpetual, but at least at start of battle if the enemy doesn't have any of their own. Also, the Fairy Fire would allow this thing to kill a little bit easier. Though I haven't even used it a single time, but at least it's doing the 12 random damage, if nothing else. If we ever get any of the things in there. Okay, there's some meta that we can test against. This one even converts green to purple. So this hard counters us. So this is something that someone would probably be using on a Guild War day. Though he's not using the half mana start thingy. Oddly enough. But we'll go through this down. He's also not using Stealthy on his hero. He's using this all wrong. And he's not using Orb Weaver. Alright, let me go disable that just so it doesn't do anything more to us than it already did. We'll get a attack steal on that. Orb Weaver gets a poke on us. Do we let it poke again? If I could take a brown, I'd go for the brown. But we don't, so let's take a skull, I guess. He'll go do a little Weaver in there. Still get really good Wild Queen value. Technically Essence of Evil as well. Oh, the Mythic got unentangled or unwebbed. Let's go and try getting it. Oh, no, it's blocked on the thing. Whoops. I would have to take blue. We don't have blue, so let's take some brown to get barrier since we're using Titan right now. Grab all that mana mess. That is kill range for the one. However, he is stealthy, so we can't do it. Essence of Evil is going to get a lot less value here, so we're going to go for skulls instead. And just do that. Disable his last thing. And is that enough to kill? I believe it's a little bit short, however that is. And he's dead. But yeah, it seems like it works pretty well. Nice green Guild War. Yeah, I ended up doing a purple Guild War for when we showed it for the team. I didn't bother making a green version of it. Could have theoretically done one of every single color. Though green and purple would probably work best. I'm not sure if you could really do it for blue. That's good. I guess you could try doing it with Vespera for blue. So we'll do that. Get our explosion. Get attack steal in case he somehow misses, so he doesn't wipe our entire team with skull spam, as Web Spinner normally does once it gets access to some skulls. Then we can just Essence of Evil the other thing, since it already is disabled on that one. Get all the mana we need. Pretty sure we're in one-shot range for that with Fairy Fire. Yes, it is, and it's dead. Yeah, it works pretty good. I didn't think of that, but Essence of Evil with the Fairy Fire on it helps it a lot. Because if we don't end up getting it for the 50% to bring it to kill range, it ends up helping us for the 2x skull damage. Plus it's a full disable, of course. Basically makes a troop useless. Assuming it doesn't have Impervious or something already. I could have taken red in that. Oh well. We'll go for that explosion then. Let's see. I'll take that over. Let's see. We'll go for that to get that disabled just so it doesn't do anything. Looks like we'll have a recast. However, I don't have the mana for it, so let's go move that over for now. The manas I want are not available, so let's take a purple. Yeah, you can do Possess King with it too, and use it for mana accumulation. And if anyone else has any other questions, do let me know. Because we probably will be wrapping up soon. Also, did we really just get a convert on it? That's funny. There's a 10% chance off the thing to get it. Ooh, that just wiped out a lot of my team. Luckily, we get to kill it right there. Oh no, we just lost. We lost! How good, yo, Beatrix. Got that little bit of loop going in there. That's kind of funny. I guess go back to quick killing. Get that gold up. Actually, we're almost at, let's go till 2 million. We're so close. Let's go get our 2 million grind on right now. We should be able to do that within like 10 minutes. Obviously not grinding 2 million right now, but, you know, getting to 2 million is what I mean by that, obviously. Yeah, we're getting like 1,000 something per battle. And these battles go down near instantly. What cards would you consider going for first in Soulforge? Infernus is still pretty good. Wild Queen is good throughout the entirety of the game. Fair Shra is great for soul farming. Iron Gut's great for Delve. Actually, 3 of them that are good early on are all available right now. So you have a really wide selection, depending on if you want a soul farm, if you want something good for Delves, or if you want a good all-around troop. A good all-around one being Wild Queen. Like, all 3 of the Soulforge ones, well, there's technically a 4th. The other one, I forget what it is, but it's not worth going for. I think it was Vespera or something. But the other 3 that are currently within the Soulforge right now are definitely worth it. Also, why did I take a full battle? Whoops. That's not good. We're gonna die. Let me just retreat right now. I didn't mean to take this big battle. Whoops. What I meant to do is cycle till we get a weaker battle. Come on, weaker battle, where are you? That's not weak enough. We were getting such good teams here yesterday consistently. Now we're getting like a lot of higher ones. Is Ubistet up there? No. He used to be at one point. In the current state of the game, he's around average. I wouldn't say he's below average or really above average. He's pretty much like right in dead center of average as far as Mythics are concerned. He can double kill into double kill. That's like the main premise he's looking for. He's double killed and get the other double kill. So hello, Knockwolf. I can say hello in Global 1. I'm not even in low Global 1, though. We can go say hi to Global, though. Let's see. Hello, everyone! There we are. We said hi in Global. Give us that gold. So close yet so far. Yeah, Essence of Evil is a really great weapon. You get it from 250 wins off of Plague Lord Hero class. And Plague Lord Hero class you get from Darkstone. If any of you don't already have it. Really great option to consider. Getting all those golds. Around 1,000 something at a time. And we gain Diabolus level off it too. Nice. Yeah, Queen Bee is definitely decent. I haven't been using it as much. But she has a lot of potential as far as overall damage output. Yeah, she just completely ignores armor. So there's a lot of teams she can get really high impact on. Oh, is Darkstone next World event? Nice. Too bad we're not getting any new troops for it. Well, in the sense that we'll still be getting the normal weekly troop. But I mean, like, the game mode itself won't be bringing in a new troop. World Lore event doesn't generally bring in anything new. And if it does, it's just a weapon. Life and Death isn't that good offensively, though. It's great defensively. Offensively, I find it to be pretty bad. Well, not bad, but it's slower compared to other options. Offensively, compared to defensively. Can Warrens be done without potions? Yes, but it's really luck-based. Because you get access to Barrier, you get access to Death Mark. I end up running it with potions. But we got ultra lucky and killed it out with a battle that almost looked like we could have done it without. But yeah, it's really luck based because you're hoping for Death Mark for the enemy and Barrier for yourself, and like enchant for yourself and stuff like that. It's really, really luck based, but it is theoretically possible to do without potions. You'd also have to have at least like level 200 horde, if not higher. But does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I think I've just battle watching end up ending out. We'll get our last little bit for 2 million in a little bit. It's not too big a deal if we don't get it immediately right now. Mostly because I want to grab another bite to eat real quick. I didn't end up grabbing much for dinner. So, kind of hungry right now. Let's see. But tomorrow, we'll be doing Animal Crossing. Probably around noon we'll be starting. Maybe a little bit earlier, but probably around noon. And then we'll be back at the normal time we always do for Pure Faction tomorrow night. We'll be doing that at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. What did I have for dinner? Actually, a homemade pizza, oddly enough. Does my fondue place do takeout? No, I don't think they do. I don't even think they'd be open right now, given pandemic. Plus, even if they did, you know how expensive that'd be to do takeoff like that? I probably won't be going there for the rest of this year. Even if they do reopen. I'm still skeptical even once, like, places start opening again. Like, the safety of everything. Luckily, I normally don't go out much anyways to begin with. Even if it wasn't pandemic. So it doesn't really affect me too much. I feel like with how my life cycle normally is, the pandemic has like affected me like very, very minimally. It's affected my income, but it hasn't really affected much else as far as my normal routine. I feel like some people's normal routine has just been completely obliterated because they're a lot more social. But I am not, so it hasn't really affected much. Let's see. I'll go for that. Melting pot Groupon for 80%. Would that get you to go? Not during pandemic, it wouldn't. I keep seeing ads for like Taco Bell giving out like free tacos. And if it was like at any other time, I'd be like, oh yeah, sure. I would already be going there anyways. But now that I've actually completely cut fast food, as well as this pandemic, I'm just so skeptical of it, especially with how open they have all their things. And how many workers they have cycling through. Not to mention they have such a high turnover rate that they have like 20 different employees per month probably. And that just doesn't seem that safe. Because the Taco Bell behind me has excessively high turnover rate. Best boost for Iron Guts attack? Earth's Fury. It upscales and it is normally enough to bring him immediately into kill range. The only problem with that is Earth's Fury is a old event weapon. And it might be months before you can get it again if you don't currently have it. Do I know where Fountain Inn is in South Carolina? No, I do not believe so. We'll go for that for now. But any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, I think we're calling it a wrap for now. And as I mentioned, we'll be back around noon tomorrow for Animal Crossing, and same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night for Pure Faction. First thing we'll be doing is doing Deathless 500 and then Pure Faction 500 tomorrow. That is the game plan. And hopefully we'll be able to get it done pretty easily. We should be able to. Let's see. You just had a Groshnak event, so it'll be a long time. Oh, yeah, we did just have it a couple weeks ago, didn't we? Oh, yeah, never mind. Earth's Fury is going to be a long, long time until you see it again. Though you can see it on a $5 offer occasionally. I don't ever see those in my game because I have every weapon in the game. But if you don't own every weapon in the game, you'll occasionally get a $5 offer to randomly buy a weapon. Do keep in mind, these $5 weapons are different than the exclusive $5 weapons. There are some $5 weapons in this game that can only ever be bought with $5. However, there are others that can be bought in either Soulforge or for $5. And Earth's Fury is one of those, where it's actually either or. But no, I am going to go for now. But we'll be back tomorrow night. And it might be a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow night, because we're not ending until we do Pure Faction. And I'll be messing around with grinding other things. Because I do need to replenish my gold. Also need to be replenishing my gems. Our gems is starting to take a hit. Look at how low they are, 16,000. And of course, the new system where we have those offers isn't helping much. But yeah, we might need to step up our gem gains. Though we do normally gain about 1,000 gems, if not more, per month. I mean, per week. But we might need to step it up a little bit more than that. Is that the Taco Bell at the North Kings Highway? I believe so, yes. I believe that's the one I'm referring to. I know it's on North Kings Highway, so yeah. I forget exactly at what part, like, avenue was. But yeah, it's on North Kings Highway. It's not close enough to walk to, though, unfortunately. I theoretically could, but it is quite a walk. I have done it before. I have walked to and from it. Actually, I did that when I had my friend over from Scotland. We ended up actually walking there all the way to Taco Bell, mostly because it was already by the Skywheel. So we were already going to the Skywheel, and it was kind of close, and then we just walked back. And we also went to one of the arcades there. Because he actually never been to an arcade. I found that, like, really odd, just because I've been to so many arcades when I was younger. So it's like, wait, you never been into an arcade before? And, yeah, we ended up doing that and a few other things there. But, yeah, I have walked it, like, a few times. I generally do not like walking it, though. It's probably, like, one of the furthest places I would consider walking to. But it's a long walk. It's like a half-an-hour walk there and back. Memorial Park. Why do I not remember what that is? I think it might be. I forget the name of so many things. I'm still bad with names. That hasn't changed. That includes geographical names as well. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful, safe weekend. Stay safe from the virus. And I will catch you guys very, very soon. And, yeah, our schedule plan for this weekend is we'll have the Delve video going up soon. If not tonight, it will probably be up early tomorrow morning. Probably early tomorrow morning at this point, to be honest. But I'll try to get that up as soon as I can. Then tomorrow we'll have the Animal Crossing stream sometime midday, and we'll go do Mayday and all the other normal stuff we do with that. And we also have a new month, so we have a bunch more stuff to do. And then tomorrow night we'll be doing Pure Faction for Gems of War, and we'll be doing that at the same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be doing Pure Faction, we'll be grinding some gold, try replenishing those gems some. Who knows, maybe we need to go get in the habit of doing treasure hunt. Ta-ha! Oh yeah, stay hydrated, I got that water. Still got that water. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck if you're going to be trying for the Mythic, though do keep in mind it's pretty bad, but you still have another 6 days to do so. And best of luck with the faction, which you have, of course, until Sunday reset. Or sorry, Monday reset, which is basically the end of Sunday. Anyways, guys, catch you later. Goodbye, everyone.